Hello, everyone. Hello. I thought I would try something different today for the puzzle. So I went back to, well, it was down for a cross, but now they call it Cross with Friends, where they pull puzzles from various newspapers and what have you. It's quasi legal, I guess. So I think that's why they keep changing the name. But anyway, the link is down there at the bottom. I didn't make it a scrolling ticker so you could be able to see what the link is. Um, but if you want to join us on the puzzle, I don't know if I should put this on night mode, the screen on night mode, if that would make it easier to see or not. But this is an 80s theme puzzle, respectable in the 80s. I thought it might be easy and quick. Let's see. I think the difference with this one is that you click directly into the puzzle to put your letters, just like other crossword puzzle games, whereas usually instead of typing it in chat. Let's see. So 6 across, 65 plus, crowd briefly. I don't know what that is. Let's see. Move to the next one. I think you have to click. I really don't use this one very much. We tried it once on our gaming stream when we used to have that. Oh, sweat on my nose is driving me crazy. But I was just hoping to find an alternative because, as I've said many times before, the Hovercats Planet Crossword, they're really not adding any new puzzles to that. And it's kind of gotten aggravating to me that now all the clues are crossed out, so they're more difficult to read. This seems easier to read to me. I don't really have to squint at the screen. But anyway, 9 across, candy bar names for a writer. I don't know what that one is. Let's see, this next one, 11, Lisa and Cult Jams, Head to Toe. I knew that one. Okay. Real Housewives of New Jersey. The last name is Judice, I believe. I cannot remember what her first name is because I really don't watch Real Housewives. I just remember her name because I think she went to prison for something with money or something. It was a thing where they had to switch off between her and her husband because he went to jail too, but they had like little kids. So they did a thing where she could be in jail for a little while and then he would be in jail for a little while. But I cannot remember her name because really I do not watch. Let me put the puzzle bigger and put me in the corner. You don't need me all. So maybe some of y'all can read some of these clues. And if you don't feel like going to the puzzle, if you want to just shout them out in chat, shout the clues out in chat. Let's see. 13 across, yes, on a yacht. Would that be I? You know, like a pirate? Let's see. I think on this one you type your clues in and then you hit check to see if you've got anything wrong. Let me see if that's how it works. Check the puzzle. Yeah, they're all blue, so I must have gotten them right. Okay, 14 across. Funny Phillips. Somebody named a comedian apparently with the last name Phillips. I do not know. Let's see, what's this next one? Race with batons. It's a where you pass the baton. Relay. RMLAY. There we go. 1987 HBO title role for 1 o'clock. So Danny Glover was in something in HBO in 1987. Don't ask me to remember. 19 across. 1985 mystery thriller starring Danny Glover and Harrison Ford. Again, don't ask me to remember. The only things I can remember about Danny Glover was that he was in The Color Purple and he was in that movie with Mel Gibson where he almost committed suicide and changed his mind at the last minute and they were cops or something. And it was a friend. They ended up doing 2 or 3 of the movies. I can't remember the name of that because I don't think I even watched the whole movie. Let's see. 19. See y'all next time. Goodbye, maybe. So long. Farewell. Wiedersehen. I don't know. Let's see. 22 across. We'll see y'all next time. That's 5 letters. See y'all next time. Ciao. I don't know. 23 across. A 2004 blockbuster starring Danny Glover and Carrie Elways. Again, I know exactly 1.5 Danny Glover movies. So I didn't realize all of this was going to sit on Danny Glover because I don't know his movies. Okay, 26 across. Dance genre for Bill Robertson. That would be tap. 27. The Comforts blank. I would say The Comforts of Home. It fits. Let's see. Okay, 30. Blank in the Heart. 84. Drama starring Danny Glover. Again, 3 letters. Blank in the Heart. I have no idea. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong clue. This happens to me a lot when I do crossword puzzles online. I read the wrong clue for where I'm sitting. So 30 across is 3 letters. The Shy Lights. I know what that is. Okay. And then 31 is the Blank in the Heart. That's 6 letters. I still don't know what it is. 32 across is Sweetie. No idea. And I can't see because when I share the screen, it cuts off stuff at the bottom. So I actually cannot see what 33 across is supposed to be, the clue, because it cuts it off. Thank you, dear. Thank you, thank you. I'm having a breakfast smoothie, a strawberry parfait. They have other smoothies, but this is like the only one they call breakfast smoothie, and so like I'm weird where if it says breakfast, I'll get it for breakfast, but I won't get the other ones because they don't say breakfast. I know that's strange, but 300 calories, 11 grams of protein. Let's see, 9 grams of fiber. That's not bad. And I've gotten this one before, so I know it tastes fine. I'm hesitant to get things that say strawberry on them because I don't like strawberry. Like if it's a shake kind of thing, like a Slim Fast or something like that, because those taste weird to me. Just like I hesitate to get because I almost got a vanilla chai protein shake this morning, but again, vanilla in a lot of those things sometimes tastes weird to me. It is just plain vanilla. 33 across. Okay, why are you not working for me now? Great. Let's see, 33 across. No idea what that one is, because I can't see it. Let's see if we can get the downs then. Down, shower attention on. I think that would be dope. Oh, I forgot to, I wanted to check before I start doing the downs. So let's see where we are so far. Let's see. Okay, so everything answered so far is correct. So now let's do the downs. Okay. 2 down, attention getting, throat clearing. Ahem. AHEM. Let's see, 3 down, Blank the Assassin is a Netflix series that I do not know. These 4 letters down, and it makes me want to say Nana for some reason, but I don't think that's it. Oh, I see what 9 across is. Candy bar named for a writer. Well, it wasn't named for a writer, but it's called an O. Henry. It was actually named for a baseball player, if I remember correctly. 3 down is still in, so it's NE. So now that makes me think Nina, but that's still not right. Oh, 14 across. I see now. Emo Phillips. I remember him. So NE blank O the assassin. Would it be Nemo the assassin? No, Nero, because now I remember what 12 across is. That's Teresa Giudice. Okay. And 4 down was northeast. And 5 down was the abbreviation for years. 6 down, like a joke told too many times. That would be stale. Let's see. 7 down, The Royal Tenenbaums. Never seen that movie. I hear people say they enjoy it a lot. I've never seen it. Didn't have any interest in it. Okay, 8 down, Until We Meet Again. That would be see ya. I wish I told her to bring me a straw. I like straws with smoothies. I'm a baby that way, I guess. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Maya said that she shall be in shortly. Yes. Cross with friends. Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you, Ronald. Yes, I will put the. I was trying to check the chat periodically, but I got on a roll with the puzzle. Okay, let me see if I still have it in my. Let's see. There it is. Okay, I put the link in chat. I hope you can see it. So I'm halfway there, so hope because it's a small puzzle. Hopefully you can help me finish it up. Let's see. Don't know who Careful Snail is. I don't know if that's you, Ronald, or not. Are you the Careful Snail, Ronald? Because I didn't sign in, so I didn't set up to block randoms from getting into the puzzle, so I don't know. That could be you, that could be somebody else. Let's see. Where was I? Oh, okay. 10 down. Engaging stories. That would be yarns. Okay, 16 down. Magazine bosses would be editors, but it's abbreviated, so it would be just eds. Let's try that. Let's see. 6 on a phone. Oh, are you expecting me to remember what letters are on a font? So that would be MNO, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna hit a check on the puzzle right quick. So far, so good. Okay, 18 down. Famed fable fellow, Aesop. Somebody already got it. Let's see. 20 down. State where Aaron Paul was born, Idaho. Okay, 21 down. Basketball score often made by a center. Uh, a tap in? I know a Susan of basketball. A Susan. Of all the sports that because I don't follow sports, but all the sports that I almost know, basketball is the one I know more. I understand more. I could sit and watch a basketball game and feel like I'm following it pretty much. Okay, where are we? Okay, 23 down. Liquor created in 1874. No idea. 24, Iowa City. Iowa City. And it's on tip of my tongue. Can't think of it. 4 letters. 28 down. The Golden Girls setting. That is Florida. Okay, 29 down. See, I can't see the clues past there. 31. Oh, 31 across. I wonder if it's places in the heart. And check the puzzle. We have completed the puzzle, people. Oh no. It's a tip in, not a tap in. It's a tip in. Tip in. There we go. Tip in. Okay. Okay. So, well, let me take that banner down for a second. I think I shall pull up another puzzle while we're waiting for um oh, I was trying to take down the other banner. There we go. There we go. I think I'll put up another puzzle while we are waiting for. If we like this one, Ronald, you tell me because you do the puzzle most often. If this one is easy enough to do on stream, then I'll go ahead and create myself an account off stream later. But for right now, let's see what. So how do we go back home on this? Do we go over here? Let's see. Let's see. New York Times MIDI puzzle, maybe? Let's try that one. Okay, and then do that. And then I shall put the link in the live stream like that. There we go. Links in the live stream for the new puzzle. Let's see how we do here. Okay. Okay, one across. Place to see seashells and sea swells, which I assume is the beach. Never mind. Right here. E-A-C-H. Okay, 6 across. Show praise in a way. 4 letters. Not sure on that one. Okay. 10 tank top. But it's in italics and it's question mark. So I think they're talking about a tank like a military tank. The top of a military tank, I do not know. It's 5 letters. Let's see, 11 across. Binary digit, that would be a 0. Let's see, 12 across. That's $3 signs, so I'm assuming they just mean money. Okay, 12, 13 across. 12 across dispensers for short. ATMs are money dispensers. There we go. I've got a good feeling about this. There we go. 16, deep sorrow. This is forgiving jungle fowl. Are you the jungle fowl, Ronald? You know you can click on your name there and change it. Because even if you don't have an account, you can just click where your name is on the side and change it. Your color is yellow, which is kind of hard to see, but whatever. Where are we? I'm doing 18 across. I see looks like you're doing the downs. Okay, let's see. 16 across. Deep sorrow. Would that be woe? I'm just going to do all the acrosses, then I'm going to check the puzzle before I do any more. Let's see. 20 across. Texter's response to a side-splitting joke. Okay. Would that be Raffle? Rolling on floor laughing. 17 across is treetop. Treetop? That's like 8 letters. I feel like it's in the top of my brain. Okay, so maybe it's not rolling on the floor laughing. Okay. Okay, 21 across. Give it a break. A break as in brakes on a car. Give it a break. I don't know. 22 across. The Bachelorette error. That's ABC. Let's see. Laptop. Oh, you can't even see the name on mobile? Well, I'm sorry. Let's see. I'll have to try it on mobile and see what it looks like. Okay, let's see. 23 across. Laptop. No, I don't know. 26 across, 3 letters. Nonchalant answer. Would that be meh? 27 across. Per. As in PER, as in 6 letters. Starts with an A, ends with an E. No idea. Frat dude is a bro. I see you got that one. And I can't see 29 across to do that one. I'm going to do a check on the puzzle right quick. Okay, I got money wrong. Okay. I wonder if it's moolah. Moolah? Let's see. It is moolah. Okay. I checked just the word that time. Let's see. So let's look at the downs now. Okay. Bang. Would that be bam? 3 down. Previously. Ago. 4 down. Blank critters, line of miniature figurines that includes Latte Cat family. Oh, Calico Critters. Calico Critters. 5. I don't really know Calico Critters. I just was watching something, or maybe I was listening to a Reddit story. That's what it was. I was listening to a Reddit story where a girl was like, I never got Calico Critters as a kid. Okay, not just fling. That's heave. I see you got that one. SZA. Okay, where are we? You're making your way there. Getaway. Getaway would be escape. simple golf shot. Well, that was same as the basketball one. Okay, let me check the puzzle again. Let's see what we've got here. Okay, so simple golf shot must be a tap in instead of a tip in. That's so funny because on the last puzzle I thought it was tap in and it was tip in. This time you put tip in and it was tap in. Okay, we are just on a roll here. Okay, that was fun. And Maya's still not here yet. Hello, Robin. Yeah, if this puzzle is not as easy to do as the other ones, y'all let me know, and next week we'll go back to the other one. Go back to Planet Crossword. Even though we're running out of puzzles there, I'm still trying to find ones where we don't like have to have a subscription or pay or anything like that. Let's see. I normally do the USA Today because that's usually like easy. But I see the Wednesday puzzle's not up. We can do yesterday's USA Today because that feels like it's like easy enough for everybody kind of puzzle. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna put that link. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Ronald. Yeah, we'll go back to Planet Crossword next week. Yeah, I like something different too. I like that they have a variety of puzzles up. And it's a little bit easier to read for me on this end. But if you guys can't participate, then it's no fun. Impartial thrush. That must be you, Ronald. Okay, one across. Off-road rides for short. I do not know. 5 across. Passing fancies. Well, trends wouldn't fit because that's 6 letters instead of 5. Passing fancies is plural. Okay, 5 across. Or 10 across. Mamma Mia Quartet. That's ABBA. Okay, 14 across. Enjoy some taffy. Would that be chew? Because taffy is usually kind of chewy. Okay, 15 across. Katie, whatever. Mean Girls protagonist. I have never seen Mean Girls, so I couldn't tell you. Okay. Up protagonist, another movie I have not seen. So, you could fill a book. I mean, I guess you could do this for most people, but for me in particular, you could fill a book with the movies that are considered like modern classics that I have never seen. I've probably talked about this on stream before, and I've talked about it with my kids before, but it's like there's a lot of movies that when they came out, I was like, oh, that doesn't appeal to me. I'm not going to go see it. And then all of a sudden it turns out that's the movie of our generation that everybody knows and everybody quotes and everybody makes reference to in articles and stuff. And I've never seen it. And at this point, I feel like, oh, I'm just never going to go see it. Like Back to the Future. Or Mean Girls. Or just a whole bunch of them that I'm just like, they didn't appeal to me when they came out. And now I'm just being a stubborn contrarian that I'm not going to go see them now just because they're supposedly popular. Ah, there's Ronald. And Robin is the impartial thrush. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me before, Robin, but you can click on your name there on the side and it'll let you just like backspace that and put your own name in if you want. You don't have to. Now that I know it's you, you don't have to. It's just like I was telling Ronald, I don't have this puzzle since I'm not logged in. I don't have this puzzle blocked to not let randoms in. So I always ask who the names are.
I made
Let's
it.
see, where are we?
I'm here.
18.
I finally made it.
Make a speech. I think that
Being
would be
ignored by my
orate.
mother. No.
Okay, 20 across. City hub, but it has a asterisk in front of it. I wonder what that means.
Am
It's
I
a
being
long one
heard by
though,
the
and I don't know the
people?
answer anyway.
I'm being ignored by my mother. Ronald hears me. I'm being ignored. How dare you?
I
We didn't
was
have
having issues with my computer earlier. What do you mean you can't get into the stream?
I'm in now.
Well, yeah, I see you now, but and I heard
It
you
just
murmuring, but I was ignoring you because I know you're going to take the puzzle away any second.
I
But
am.
but
It just wouldn't like it brought up the streaming page, but where we see the stream, it just said like reconnecting, and then I tried to refresh the page and it said that I wasn't connected to the internet when I very much am connected to the internet and have been this whole time. But I disconnected from the internet, reconnected to the internet, and closed out my Microsoft Edge and reopened it. And then it
yeah, I was
finally
having
worked.
trouble getting on this morning too.
So maybe Evie Mux is having an issue.
Maybe.
Ooh, Ronald says he's almost at the very end of his second cake of anniversary cakes for the star
For your
blanket.
star blanket. I am so is that
Oh, he said he has to frog a whole round. Don't do it.
no,
Just
don't
fake it
do
going
it.
forward. Don't do it.
It's a design feature. Just keep going. It's a design feature. Just keep going.
Okay, let's get this out of here. No
You're
more
so
puzzles.
mean. You're gonna steal
No
our
more
puzzles?
puzzles.
So mean.
I'm the puzzle officer. No puzzles in this area.
Okay, I gotta turn this music down because I can't hear you.
Wild considering
Okay.
the music is just not playing for me, and I don't understand why it doesn't play for me now.
Oh, I forgot to do the turn it off and turn it on thing. That's why. Okay, turn it off. Okay, turn it back on. Okay, do you hear it now?
Yes, though it's a whisper. It is
Yeah, because I
truly
have it
simple.
turned down so I can hear. But yeah, usually when I come in, I turn it on, turn it off, and turn it back on.
Yeah. Hang on.
And that seems to fit. Oh, so she just takes our puzzle away and then starts talking. Rude, rude, rude. Rude, rude, rude. Yeah, but what I was saying, Ronald, is I wanted to try the Atlantic puzzle because that's another one where you can put a link in the chat and y'all can join. But they keep popping up things of sign in and blah blah blah, and I mean you can eventually do the puzzle for free, but it's like you have to click through a couple things before they let you do it for free, and I felt like that was too much hassle for our stream. So
Are we ready to begin?
no, we're not.
Why aren't we ready?
Oh, you didn't math the previous one correctly, Ronald? Oh no. Yeah, you can't really call it a design feature if it messes you up for all future rows.
Oh no.
If you can't kind of fudge it and get yourself back on track. Because usually if you can like fudge it, like do a few extra increases or decreases in a certain area to kind of get you back on track, then I'm not restarting the row. I will just leave it.
Yeah, that's what I usually
But
do.
if it really messes you up to where all the future rows are messed up, then yeah,
That's I'm so
yeah,
sorry.
you got to do something.
I'm changing the
Okay.
music. We're gonna start. And I'm turning it up by 3 clicks because that's so quiet.
Thank you.
He was already happy with the master.
3 seconds.
Oh, nice cup.
and a very good coffee. He got this like maple coffee at TJ Maxx,
No,
and it.
you're supposed to be doing the countdown.
Uh,
We can talk about this after we get started. We're already late.
okay.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday morning edition of the Conversation Chair. I am your presenter, Dani, the Lethargic Glass. And with me is my co-presenter, my partner in crime, the pain up my bum, my wee bairn,
Artemis, the fading away. Ugh. Pain in your bum, rude.
If you've never been here before and you wonder what is this live stream about, it's about absolutely nothing. We are
Not a
here
darn
to
thing.
just to spend time and talk about stuff. It's an excuse for me to talk to my daughter because she doesn't live here with me. We are here for your body doubling needs. We are here to be your audio ambiance. We are here to be your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you are cutting up fruit, while you are mopping the kitchen floor, while you are tying those rugrats to a chair so they don't walk all over your freshly mopped floor. Or if you are in the mood for a book that is just pure escapism because the world is a dumpster fire, we got you. And that last bit refers that last book refers to the book that I just read. It is The Aliens Who Abducted Me Are Not That Bad
Okay.
by Amy Padilla. She writes several male romances that I enjoy very much. And this one's not a series, although I hope she writes more in this world, because this is basically where these aliens come down and swoop up all the military all over the earth all at once. Just like swoop them all up. Not for any evil purpose, but because they want to help fix our planet. And some other human advised them, well, if you take up all the military first, then they won't shoot at you. But that pisses a bunch of people off.
Of course.
And, mayhem ensues.
Also, and they won't shoot at you. Have they met America? We're basically made of guns.
Exactly. But, I'm not going to give away any more of the book. Just from that was just from the synopsis, but you can pretty much figure out how it's going to end. But there's a little bit of a romance in there as well. And it's just a light escapist. If you want to read something that tells you everything in the world is going to be all right because something's going to come and save us, that's the book.
I can dig it.
That book will do it for you. So how are you today, my partner in crime?
Tired. We did have our cute little date night yesterday. I was gonna bring up pictures. Oh, I lent him my laptop on Monday, and I have had my tabs for my internet browser. I've had my tabs on the side, and I lent him my laptop, and he moved my tabs back to the top, and now I feel like I can't function. I'm struggling. But I want to show you. So we had our cute little date night yesterday.
Well, wait a minute. We're supposed to do our tiny delights first.
Oh.
Do you have any?
Oh, and I had one, but I didn't write it down. You do yours, and I'm gonna think.
You don't have to write it down.
But I won't remember if I don't write it down. What was it?
Well,
You do yours.
my tiny delights are truly tiny. The first one is watermelon. Your father brought home 2 gallon-sized Ziploc bags full of cubed watermelon. And I have been eating big bowls of watermelon because I'm trying to eat more fruit and veg,
Mm-hmm.
And since I can't have salads right now because Taylor Farms is bad, I am eating the watermelon. I am very happy to have it. Basically, in general, processed fruit is a tiny delight for me. I love all kinds of fruit, but because my energy is low, I don't want to stand in the kitchen or
Mm-hmm.
even sit in the kitchen and be trying to chop up. Same thing with vegetables. I don't. A lot of people don't eat vegetables because they don't like vegetables, or there's only a few vegetables that they enjoy. Excuse me. I enjoy all sorts of vegetables. I don't want to have to go to the work of preparing them.
Yeah.
So if somebody prepares vegetables for me, I will eat them all day long. And same thing for fruit. And now that I don't have a whole house full of kids to support, I spend a little extra money and buy the cut up melon instead of buying, even though it would be cheaper to buy it and cut it yourself. I buy the cut up melon. I buy the bluey bag of cut up apple slices. I don't know why the only bag that has cut up apple slices has
It has
bluey on the
bluey
front
on
of
it.
it. But those are the ones. So I get the cut up apple slices because it's just easier
Mm-hmm.
to eat healthy if it's already cut up for me. So
I love pre-sliced pineapple. Very good.
that's what. Did you think of your tiny delight? I have one more, but my other tiny delight is a little weird, and I'm going to try to explain it without coming off and sounding racist and insensitive. Why are you looking
I
at me
am
like that?
on edge now because you said weird, and so I was like, and you're like, without coming off, and I was like, oh, without coming off strange, without coming off odd, without coming off racist. I am now concerned. Let's see.
Okay, it says I'm going to tell you how I wrote it down in the Google Keep. It says
Okay.
Asian men are looking good to me now. I feel like I've been watching a lot of Asian dramas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying Asian because sometimes I watch a Chinese drama, sometimes I watch a Korean drama,
Yeah.
sometimes I watch a Japanese drama. I'm watching them all. But I feel like, and as a child of, watching TV in the late 70s, early 80s, and beyond, I feel like the the Asian women that were shown on our media were always almost fetishized.
Mm-hmm.
So they always pick the prettiest ones and always put them in, the Asian garb and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And the Asian men were always served up for comedy, so they always picked the goofiest looking men.
Yeah, really old guys, wrinkly, big facial expression.
Yeah.
I get you that.
So I always thought, I mean, not in like, ew, Asian, but just like, oh, I guess they don't look attractive to me because I am a black person. So I generally think black men are attractive,
Mm-hmm.
and occasionally a white man will look attractive to me. So I thought it was just because, I thought as a younger person, I thought it was just built into me
Mm-hmm.
because of who I am and who I'm surrounded by, that I do not find the Asian people attractive. But now I realize from watching so many Asian
They
dramas
just
and
weren't
what
putting
have you,
attractive men on TV.
the ones that are made for the Asian people. I'm
Mm-hmm.
watching stuff that's made for the Asian people, and they just happen to let us watch it. That we just weren't getting the good stuff.
They kept them all secret. They kept them for themselves.
We weren't getting the good stuff because from the people that we saw on American TV, I didn't realize that Asian men could have like strong jaws
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. That every time I would see, for a while until I was watching Asian dramas, every time I would see an Asian man who had like a real strong jaw, a strong, masculine, what I think of as strong masculine features, I assumed, oh, he must be biracial. Maybe his father was white or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because there was stories of, when American Army people would be over there during the Korean War and
And
whatever.
knock somebody up. Yep.
Yeah, so somewhere down the line, he's got some white people or something. And then, and sometimes that would be true, but now I'm watching stuff where these are no pure Asian all the way down the line,
Hmm.
and they still got the strong features. So it's just they weren't serving us the good stuff. Serving sounds bad, like here they're on a platter for you,
They were hiding all the
but
handsome men folk.
they were hiding all the handsome men for me, and I find that to be because
You discovered the handsome men.
now I watch the Asian dramas and like, ooh, he's handsome, and he's handsome too. So that was my tiny delight for this week.
I see Ronald's tiny delight. I think that was a lot of people's tiny delight. Do you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Got caught up. I think that was a lot of people's tiny delight. I saw a lot of posts about that.
Yeah, I did too.
Still can't remember what, because I had something, and it's just not. I can't figure it out. So I got nothing other than my
Okay,
date.
so give us your life update because you're just chomping at the bit to tell us about this date. Because
Show
some
you
people
something.
don't get to go on dates, so it must be nice.
So we went to Hopi, and we brought our dog to Hopi because we're trying to do more like socializing him, so we can take him to more places. Um, because like previously, both dogs would be left at the house together, and so neither dog is left alone. But now, whenever we like go out and do stuff, he just gets left alone by himself. And so we're trying to do more socializing him so that we can take him, like, if I go to festivals, we can bring him to the festivals and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So we took him to Hopi. He did pretty good, honestly. Like, he was nervous. He has always been a nervous dog. Since we got him, he was nervous getting into the car, nervous getting out of the car, nervous being in a new house. He is still afraid of doors. I don't understand why. Because he can push them open, but I have so many pictures of him just, like, standing in the doorway. It's this wide. He could stick his head right in there and nose it open, and he doesn't want to touch it. And if the door is just wide enough for him to open it, he'll like scoot through so fast because he doesn't want to touch it. He's so scared of the door. And then this morning, so Wayne moves our trash can to in front of our stairs the day before trash day. So when it's trash day, it's easy for him to go down and just roll it down to the street. And so the trash can was in front of the stairs, and I was walking Wallace this morning because he was sleeping in the room with me. I was walking Wallace this morning, and he did not want to go down the stairs because the big trash can was right there in front of the stairs, and he's like, "What's that? What is that?" And so I had to walk over there, and I touched it, and I'm like, "It's okay, it's the trash can," and he's like, "I don't trust it," and he still gave it a huge berth, like a wide berth.
Oh no.
But so we took him to Hopi, the grocery store, and he did pretty good. He was like a little nervous around some of the people, and he was honestly more curious than nervous. It seems he was like very much like looking around to see all the noises, and he's hearing stuff. At one point, there's another older lady who had a dog in her buggy, and so we tried to give them a wide berth as well because you never know with other people's dogs. And so we tried to give them a wide berth, but they like doubled back and we didn't see. And so Wayne stepped out of the aisle and the dog was right there and started barking. But Wallace was very good. We like got him turned around and just walked back the other way down the aisle. So that worked out pretty well, but they didn't have my Skinny Cow ice cream.
Oh no.
I wanted, because the ones I've been getting were vanilla, and the ones that they had were like super chocolate fudge, and I'm like, I don't want that. I want my vanilla Skinny Cow ice cream.
You
with a
don't like
little bit of
chocolate?
Not chocolate ice cream.
Oh.
I've been telling people this for a while, but it was 1 year that we went on the cruise, and I think I was like 18 or something. It was one of those 1 year when we went on the cruise, and I got the chocolate lava cake, and I think it reset all of my neurons. I was like, this is all of the chocolate that I need for the rest of my life, honestly. Because since that point, like I can pinpoint it to that as a turning point. I have not liked chocolate nearly as much since having that cake. I was like, this is a chocolate overload, and I don't ever need this much chocolate again in my life ever.
Oh no.
Yeah, I don't know
Oh
what
no,
happened.
that is sad.
No, it's okay. I still like chocolate, but I don't want
Okay.
it was so rich. Like,
Oh,
I
the
don't
ones
need
that are like the
really,
super fudgy chocolate on chocolate. Yeah, I've never been a fan of those either. I like chocolate, but I don't want the chocolate with the chocolate chips and the chocolate sauce and the
Well,
chocolate.
I liked them previously, and then for some reason we got to that one year and I tried it and I was like, actually, overload, we're done with this. And so now I still eat chocolate stuff, but I now tend to prefer like a vanilla, like it has a vanilla option, I'll do the vanilla option. I do like white chocolate. Like if I get a Hershey's bar, I'm getting
Ugh,
the cookies
white
and cream
chocolate is
chocolate.
gross.
I love white chocolate. I love white chocolate. I've always liked white chocolate though. White
Yes,
chocolate Reese's cup
everybody
is
around me likes white chocolate. I think white chocolate is gross. The closest I will get to white chocolate is that I don't mind white chocolate frozen yogurt.
okay.
But generally, I do not like white chocolate. It tastes too milky to me, and I don't
like that.
drink straight milk. So anything that tastes milky like that, I don't like.
I like that, but I hate milk. I'm not drinking cow juice, but I like white chocolate, and I'll drink flavored milk. Like I'll drink the strawberry milk.
Yes, I like flavored milk, but like
But
plain
a regular milk?
plain milk, I don't want. It's got to be in cereal or something. I don't want
Exactly.
just plain milk.
But white chocolate, it hits. Anyway, so they didn't have my thing. So we got a few different other snacks. One of which I have right here, so I'm gonna try it on camera.
Lavender lemonade, organic. Ooh.
Yes, but it's got 1 billion probiotics in here, and we're about to see if I can taste every single one of them. So, do I need to shake you? I don't think I need to shake you.
Probably. Just to be safe. Go ahead and do it anyway.
Make
My
sure
hair
the
looks
probiotics are
much
mixed up.
my hair looks much better on camera than it does in person because it is a hot mess in person.
Oh, it looks cute. It looks like a nice little puff.
No,
Also-
it's a hot mess in person.
Only $2.49
Only $2.49.
for organic and probiotics. When was the last time you bought a probiotic soda?
Oh no, I agree with you. I know, but I'm at that age where I can understand why old people would go back in my day. Because I feel like anything this size that I'm paying more than $1.50 for is just rude.
True. I feel that. I feel like sodas should all be $1. Oh, we've got a new person in the chat. Hello.
Hello, new
So,
person.
I smell the lemon. New person, we are doing a, a tasting of a new beverage that I got from a grocery store. I smell the lemon, but I do smell the lavender, which doesn't happen very often with lavender stuff. So I do smell the lavender. Let's see if I taste the probiotics or if it does taste like lemonade. Oh,
Oh, you're tasting all the probiotics, aren't you?
not all of them, but I think I'm tasting some of them.
It tastes medicinal.
A little bit. It's like, you know what it feels like? It feels like they were expecting the lavender to sweeten the lemonade, because it tastes like just lemon juice. I like lemon juice, but lemon juice and lemonade taste different. It tastes like lemon juice with
They should have
lavender
put some
essence
sugar
on
in
it.
there.
It does feel like it needs a little bit more sugar.
Lemonade needs sugar.
Ingredients: filtered water, lemon juice, cane sugar, where? Lavender extract, butterfly pea flower. Ooh, butterfly pea flower. No wonder it's purple. It would have been blue if
Yeah.
added the lemon. Cute. And then vitamin C, blah, blah, blah. Stevia.
Cane sugar and stevia? That's weird.
Well, it's like something stevia. It's, hang on. Ribotuloside A. Ribotuloside A from stevia extract.
I have no idea what that means.
I don't either. Maybe it's one of them probiotics. But it's like, it's drinkable. Like, I'll finish this whole thing probably after my coffee. It's drinkable. And I like that they have the lavender flavor. I'm enjoying this buzz of more lavender drinks and lavender snacks. Because lavender is my favorite flower, my favorite smell, and I really like it as a flavor in things. There's a local, actually, I don't know if it's local. I just assume everything up here is local because so many things are local. So many people in this area do a lot of local shopping. But Ultimate Ice Cream, they have an ice cream that's a lemon lavender. I think it's a lemon lavender goat cheese ice cream or goat milk ice cream. But you don't taste the goat milk in it. It tastes good because Wayne tricked me and got me to taste it and then told me it had goat milk in it afterwards. And it tasted good.
He shouldn't be tricking you.
He used to, back when we lived near Subway, he would get me a sub and then convince the Subway person to put a single jalapeno in the middle of my sandwich. So it would be just a ticking time bomb of when I find this jalapeno in my sandwich.
Oh, no.
Nightmare. But anyway, so we did we went to Hopi. We found some delicious snacks. I got the lemon lavender. I got that. And then we got a couple other sweets that were like just kind of basic sweets. Though I did get some veggie pretzels that are cauliflower pretzels. And I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I like veggie straws. I opened the bag. It smelled like a bag of farts. Yes. And I tasted it. And at first I was like, oh, this tastes like pretzel. And I'm like, oh, this tastes like cauliflower. This tastes like, I can taste that it tastes like cauliflower, that they made it out of cauliflower. Which, like, is not bad because I like cauliflower, which is why I got them in the first place. It's not bad, but it's not pretzels. it's not pretzels. You just have cauliflower and you take the pretzels. And then on the back of the bag, it's like, ooh, try our other things. Cauliflower chips, cauliflower crackers, cauliflower some puffs. And I'm like, girl, you didn't even do the pretzels.
How about some cauliflower?
You didn't even do the pretzels. Because I like cauliflower, and I remember one year specifically, I tried it once since then, but one year, me and one of my friends, she invited me over to watch the Puppy Bowl with her, and she made some cauliflower buffalo bites that were very good. Mm-hmm. They tasted very good, and I tried making them myself afterwards. Not my favorite. I don't know how she did it to make them really good. And I've had like roasted cauliflower, not bad. But these cauliflower pretzels, I think because they're trying to fake me out, and it makes me mad. Because like
I like vegetables. I like vegetables to be vegetables. As I said before, I enjoy vegetables, so you don't need to like fool me by turning the vegetables into something else. And also, because we have in our freezer now boxes of frozen cauliflower mash because your father was on the no carb kick. So instead of mashed potatoes, you have like the cauliflower mash and the cauliflower rice.
Gotcha.
And they don't taste bad, but
don't taste like
I don't have a problem just eating mashed potatoes and eating rice. Mashed potatoes in particular, I eat them so seldom that I don't think it's going to hurt my nutrition to eat mashed potatoes every once in a while. I eat them like a few times a year, literally. It's not a thing I make all the time. And rice is not as bad as people make it out to be, so I don't demonize the rice. I'll just eat regular rice.
My thing is, like, if you're just turn it into a different thing. Don't make cauliflower into pretzels. We already have pretzels. The cauliflower pretzels are not going to taste like pretzels, and then it's just going to make me mad. And I like cauliflower, so it shouldn't make me mad. Just make a different cauliflower thing. Like veggie straws. Veggie straws are not chips. They're not trying to be chips. They're like, in my head, veggie straws are a completely different thing.
Yeah.
So when I eat them, I'm like, this is a different thing that I'm tasting.
Yes.
But if I reach in and I'm like, this looks like a pretzel. It says on the bag pretzel. I take a bite and it tastes like a farty cauliflower.
That's not fun. That's not fun.
But anyway, so we got the snacks and then we came home and he had, because I mentioned previously, we last week or the other week or whatever, he got me a little Bluey Lego kit that I had so much fun doing. So he found some models for us to do, our own individual models for us to do. So he is still actively, because his was very big and very complicated. He is still actively working on his Zoid model, which is basically just like a mecha something. I can't think of it.
Okay.
It's like a big robot dinosaur with a gun in his mouth, and then someone rides inside of it. Yes, it looks very complicated and cool. He let me hold it, and I was just like opening and closing vents all over the body. But he got me a Jeff the Shark model, and then another Bluey Lego model that was really cute. So I, instead of just bringing those in here, I just took a picture of my model shelf because it's looking pretty good. So I'm going to share that.
Cute, 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 cute.
Because he has like 4 shelves on his bookshelf that is just like models and figurines and stuff. I have one because I don't have that many of those.
I didn't realize that was a thing that you guys were into.
We just like little guys. And if I pull, wait, do that, okay, and then do that, and then do that. Ah!
So this is your shelf.
Yes, this is my shelf. Oh, you can't see the mouse, because I was going to point out stuff. But so if starting from the right, there's like the Harley Quinn, and then there in front of her, there's the little Bluey model. So that's the first one that I did. And then directly next to that is the bigger Bluey model. And it's got, let's see if can I zoom in? I can! I can zoom in. So it's, oh, there's my mouse. So this is Chloe the Dalmatian, and she's looking through a little thing. And then here's the other Bluey that came with it. And this little, like the pelican thing spins. And then over here, this little pink thing is a seesaw, and it actually goes up and down, which is really cute. And then here's my Jeff the Shark. It turned out so well. He has so many points of articulation, which I wasn't concerned about.
I am not familiar with Jeff the Shark. Is that also from Bluey?
No, Jeff the Shark is from Marvel. He is, I think he was a pet to Deadpool at one point. And is also a pet to one of the other heroes. But he's a playable character in Marvel Rivals. He's the only character I've ever played in Marvel Rivals. I played Marvel Rivals like maybe 30, 40 times, and I've only ever played Jeff because that's all I want to do is be a little shark guy. Because he just runs around and is like, ah, and then like shoots people with water, but he heals people. So his water like heals people. So he just runs around and shoots bubbles and shoots people with water. And he can like, he's Jeff the land shark, so he can like go underground, and you just see his little fins sticking up through the concrete, like swimming and stuff. And so it's very cute. And then I've got a few other figures. If we look in the back, I've got my 2 fireflies. We've got Kaylee, who's like hidden, and Wash. And then my Gem and the Holograms DVD collection.
Oh, so you already have a Gem and the Holograms DVD collection.
Yeah, Isaac got it for me like 5 Christmases ago, something like that.
You know, my memory's not that good.
But I've got my Fugglers here that Ari got me.
I have never heard of Fugglers.
They're just they're like Labubu's and Squishmallows. It's just another thing. But I think they're hilarious.
So not like from a TV show or something.
No, though I think they're making a show now, which they don't need to. And then this little thing sitting on the Fuggler, and then I've got another one that's inside my little Bluey set. I made 2 little drawings on sticky notes, and then the two little girls that I used to babysit, they took those sticky notes while I was at farmer's market, because I was doodling them while I was at the farmer's market, and they took them, and one of the little girls used some little like modeling clay to turn them to make them. So it's so cool. So this is like a butterfly flower, and then in there is a rat wizard. It's a little yellow rat, and he's got a little like, it's so cute. I love it. And then this is Roxy from Borderlands. These are the 2 main characters from Shaun of the Dead. Ooh, didn't mean to zoom out. This is the picture of my dog that just passed. These are 2 little like cats from mystery boxes that Wayne got, that he was getting them at Five Below and got them and gave them to me because I like them. And and then back here is another. I
see Kirby in the back.
Also, Claptrap from Borderlands. He's just like a pirate. He's an annoying little robot that I love. And that's my whole model shelf. Ronald says, have y'all heard of the long Furbies? Hate it.
I have not.
So many people.
I have not.
So many people are doing Furby things. Furbies are already gross and kind of creepy. And people just keep making them worse. And I simultaneously love and hate it. One of my YouTubers, what is their channel? Evan and Caitlin. They do a lot of robotics and resin stuff, and they made a long Furby dog. Let me see if I can find it. It walks and talks.
Oh, because I was just about to look it up, but if you're gonna show it, go ahead. I've never heard of this. Furbies were like, if I remember correctly, Furbies were a little bit past my time as far as I wasn't a kid when those came out. Although I mean, honestly, I could have been. I was a kid who was not really into any kind of dolls or stuffed animals or those kind of toys. So just and you kids all kind of took after me because we had. I was talking to your father about this just yesterday. We had the hardest time when you guys were kids trying to buy you stuff for Christmas and birthdays because you weren't into like whatever was the hot toy that all the kids wanted. You guys weren't really into those. What is this? A Furby horse? What is this?
Yeah, it's like a dog. It's truly the size of a dog. It's got the weird long neck, and it walks around. Its eyes blink. It'll like say people's names. It's got like a dark evil Furby mode where like its eyes will turn red and it'll like say terrible stuff.
See,
like,
unlike other people, I never thought Furbies were creepy, but that is creepy.
Yeah. Furbies in
That
general,
is
I feel
creepy.
like they're creepy.
I never
But
thought they were creepy. That is creepy.
I think I also came up in the era when with kids who like maybe kids who got Furbies, and so you hear the stories of like, yeah, I tried to turn my Furby off and it kept talking under my bed. Or like I smashed it up and it kept saying stuff. Those are the stories I heard of
Weird.
Furbies. Ronald says he saw a long Furby on Strange Eons and she was almost wearing it like a scarf. Looking it up.
Well, while you're looking that up, my other part of my life update is unless things change, your sister's moving back here in April. So, the only
She
reason
definitely is.
the only reason I mention this is because I feel like I'm having the reversed empty nest. Just when I think the nest is almost going to be empty. I mean, not that I'm looking forward to having an empty nest, but it's like all the other women in my very funny Ronald. Oh my goodness.
Right? That's crazy.
It's interesting. I don't think it's like, again, this I don't find creepy. That little horse dog thing you showed me was creepy.
That was definitely creepy. This one actually, she kind of made it look cute.
Yeah,
Honestly, like the cute little like plaid pattern on the tummy,
Yeah.
kind of cute.
But that was like creepy. But no, the only reason I mentioned it is because a lot of women in my age group, because again, I'm going to be 60 in January, which I don't feel that
Impossible.
old.
Impossible.
60 sounds like ancient, and I feel like I'm not that old. I feel old and not old at the same time, if that makes sense. I feel old in that I am tired a lot, and sometimes things happen that's like, I am too old to put up with this ish. You know, this is for young children. I'm too old for this nonsense. But then when you say the number 60, you know, I'm picturing people with wrinkles and silver hair, and I don't feel like I'm there yet. But
Black don't crack. So sorry. You're gonna
But,
get there later on.
but a lot of people in my age group already are or have for years, 5-10 years ago, been talking about, empty nest, the last of my kids have moved out. Remember when I used to belong to a parenting group online, and all of them, their kids have moved out. Some of them have given them grandbabies. It's like, you know, they've fully got the empty nest situation going on. All their kids are married, blah, 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 blah. And like I feel like my kids are still young because they haven't all left yet. And not young in a way like, because I watched some of those skits. You know, some of those skits where, you know, the creator plays all the parts.
Yes.
And
Like
some
a
of
Shauna
these,
the Mom, Cafe Latte.
yeah, like a Shauna the Mom kind of thing. And there's a trend of doing skits where the evil mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law don't get along because the mother feels like nobody's good enough for her son,
Mm-hmm.
and she's so proud to be a boy mom, and nobody's good enough for her son, and so she's always doing things to thwart the daughter-in-law because she really wants them to break up because nobody's good. I don't I don't think of my children as babies that way,
Mm-hmm.
but just I feel like, you know, I feel like y'all are still young, that you could still be starting new careers and different things like that. I don't think of you being in your 30s.
So
So I don't think of me being in my 60s. So I don't think of, so I've never had this whole empty nest thing because all of y'all never left yet.
we're still here, surprise.
And, you know, that's mainly the economy.
Yeah, because
But
I talking to my friends at the farmers market, because I am friends with people that are closer to your age. Um, but Michelle, who's the market manager, both of her kids still live at home, and I think her oldest is like 22 ish. And then my friend Lori, she has 3 kids, and all 3 of her kids still live at home. And her oldest is close to my age. They are. I think they're only like 3 or 4 years younger than me, maybe 3 years younger than me, something like that. Close, I think around Cindy and Chloe's age, if not my age.
and honestly, I think we talked about this on Sunday while we were gaming, but like I thought when I was in my 20s and first having babies, I thought, okay, when you guys hit 18, kick you to the curb, it's time for you to move out. That's what kids do because that's what I grew up with. When you're 18, you're not supposed to be all up under your mother.
Mm.
You're not supposed to be calling me every week.
You
You're
heard
not
her,
supposed-
everybody. We're shutting it down. We're shutting it down. The whole thing.
You're not supposed to be calling me every week. We're not supposed to be talking all the time. That's, you know, you're supposed to grow up and you hit 18 and you move out and you're gone, and maybe once or twice a year I'll see you at Christmas and Thanksgiving, and you know, you're off living your life, and that's what you do when you grow up. But
What about the stuff I want to tell you?
you don't need to tell me anything. You got friends to talk to.
But what if I'm talking about my friends?
Talking to your mother, that's ew. Grow up. Ew. That's what I used to think. When I was in my 20s and I had people who still talk to their mothers every day, I'm like, ew. What is
Literally,
wrong with you?
Every
That
time
is
I tell
weird.
Literally every time I tell somebody that we have a live stream that we do every week, every single person's response is, "Oh, that's so cool and cute. That's really cool." Every time. It's like almost exactly like that every time.
But I always thought it was time for y'all to move out when you're 18. But now I have come around to the idea of, and it's partly because I am attracted to retro things and the idea of us having a 3-generation household. Although in our case, it would be a 2-generation household because none of y'all are going to make me a grandmother, which is quite all right. But the idea of a 2-generation household is fine to me now. You know, partly because you guys need the help of having somewhere to live that doesn't cost you an arm and a leg. And quite frankly, your father and I are going to be on Social Security soon. Come on, move back in. Bring that paycheck with you.
Hear me out. We sell your house. We buy an even bigger house on a nice big plot of land up here in the mountains so I can be near my people. You guys can relax your retirement away, looking at the mountains.
If I
enjoying
moved
the sea.
even further to Asheville, do you know that Terry would be sending me death threats? She already thinks that we should move to Concord so that I can be on the street with her and all the other nosy old ladies.
We get one big house, a big plot of land. We'll have a fleet of dogs, all of us living at home.
Dogs. Lord have mercy. So anyway, shall we move on to Yarny Crafty Thoughts?
Sure. So I'm going to preface this all by saying I did do some yarny crafting. I did not take pictures of it because I forgot, and I do not have it with me now.
Well, you can tell us about it because
Yeah.
I will preface Yarny Crafty Thoughts by saying I ain't got nothing. It has been too darn hot. Too darn hot, like the cold part. Too darn hot, like the Cole Porter song. You know the song I'm talking about, right? I bet Ronald. I bet Ronald knows.
I don't.
Every time I say "too darn hot," I
bet he
picture
does.
I picture Ann Miller doing the tap dance in "Kiss Me, Kate." I can see it every time I say it's too darn hot. It's too darn.
Oh,
hot.
also speaking of songs,
Too darn hot.
speaking of songs, we played the Bandle on Sunday with our family game night, and I was so. What song was it, and why was I? I was so mad that I couldn't place it.
Gloria.
Gloria, yes, it was. It was Gloria. It said 1982, and we were listening, and I knew that I knew it from the bass line. From part one, I knew that I knew it from the bass line, but couldn't place it. And then we heard it. The reason I'm so mad, audience members who are all listening to me rapped, is because back when I lived at home, we watched like 3 seasons of a K-drama called Gloria, and the song Gloria was the theme song, was the opening theme, and they played it like mid-episode, like every few episodes when a dramatic thing was going on. I have heard that song so many times. I heard it in the grocery store, and I recorded it and sent it to my mother one time back when I was working at Ingles. I have heard that song so many times, and I was so mad that I couldn't place it. So mad.
So what?
Okay,
What?
I think
do
I
you
have pulled up. There we go. Yeah, sorry, I was pulling up the patterns because I don't have the items anymore. So, at work, one of my customers, I have been like, I was like chatting with her and helping her like find stuff for her dog and blah blah blah. And then one day she came in. This might as well be Pink Panther to me.
It's too darn hot. It's
Too darn hot.
I have
Like to suck
never in my 33 years heard this
with
song.
my baby tonight.
and
And fill me up with my baby tonight.
I don't know this song.
I like
And we're
to
gonna get
suck
copyright struck. You gotta stop.
baby tonight. Gave the pup with my baby tonight. We fill the cup with my baby tonight, but it's too darn hot.
Never. Not even once have I heard this song.
Basically, he wants to Bill and Coo with his woman, but it's too hot.
Bill and Coo? Is that what the children are saying these days? Bill and Coo?
You never heard Bill and Coo?
Bill and Coo? Is that what happens in your open door books? Bill and Coo?
You've heard Bill and Coo. Bill and Coo is in closed door books. You've heard Bill
Oh,
and Coo.
Bill and Coo.
Bill and Coo.
Is Bill and Coo the same
you've
as
heard Bill and
Canoodle?
Coo. Bill and Coo is in the same book as Canoodle, yes.
Okay. No, I've not heard this before.
You've
I was
not
like, Bill
heard
and Coo.
Bill and Coo, like birds. Bill and Coo.
Oh, Bill and Coo. Guess who's going to be saying this all the time now? Bill and Coo. Anyway, customer comes in. We're chatting. We have a nice, cute little rapport. One day she comes in and is like, hey, do you wear earrings? Because I don't tend to wear earrings at work because I just forget to put them in because they are not part of my normal getting ready pattern. And I'm like, yeah, I wear earrings. And she's like, if I bring you some earrings, would you want to check some out and take a couple? And I'm like, duh. And so she brought in so many cool earrings. I need to remember to bring those in next week because they are like off packed in my jewelry thing at the moment. But she like, I had I picked like individual because I only have one ear pierce, so I picked like individual ones. I was like, is it okay if I just take? And she's like, yeah, I used to vend at markets, but I'm not really doing that anymore. But I have this big stock, and I wanted to give you a few. I'm like, thank you. So I got like a little dragon earring, a little unicorn earring, and then 2 earrings that are like, one of them is silver and the other one's black, but it's like a dragon claw holding like a clear orb.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah. They're really, really cool. And so I was like, I now need to make you something. So they're in a box at work right now waiting for the next time that she comes in, and I put a note on her account to let people know to give her box. But I've got a box at the store waiting for her to pick up. But I made her her partner came in one day while I was like trying to decide it, and I recognized because they use her account, and so I recognized her name, and I was like, by the way, I'm making something for her. What is her favorite color? And he's like, I think purple. And I'm like, first of all, you think? Maybe figure that out. Second of all, I can work with purple. So I made her a dark purple, light purple striped bandana, which is just the usual bandana that I normally make. It's just a granny pattern bandana. And then I went to Cousin Michael's and got some yarn. And I made, let me pull it up here first. Do this, do that. I made a star bag from the Hopi Dope pattern.
Hopi Dope?
Yes. I have been following her on Instagram, and I follow her on YouTube, and
I have never heard of Hopi Dope.
She is a black crochet creator. Makes a lot of cute stuff. I'm trying to see if I can find a picture of her, but I don't see any. But I made a star bag, but instead
the bag
of
is cute.
Yes, but instead of the colors that are there, which is Red Heart Super Saver Retro Stripe, I did it in purple and yellow. Let me minimize this and pull me back up. Stop screen share. No, wrong button, please. There we go.
Yes, I like those colors together.
Yeah, they are. It's not coming across very well on camera, but it's like they're kind of pastel-y. Like this isn't like a yellow like mustard, like yellow. This is like
it looks pastel to me.
Okay, it didn't look like it from my view of the camera, but so I did that, and then I made a let me go to my other page and share a different screen. Technology experts here.
You doing all this made me think, okay, you're trading with somebody else, which reminded me that I had to explain to your father the other day what Burning Man is.
What Burning Man is? Okay, back up. We're going to pause on that for just a second. Because I need more explanation on this. I also made a cute little poison apple. Because her vibe comes across as like pastel goth to me, just based on her like clothes and stuff. And so I was like, I made the purple bandana and I made the yellow and purple bag, but those felt a bit bright for kind of the stuff that she wears. And so I was like, oh, let's do this and it'll be cute. So I did, the apple itself is black, but for the like poisony drip parts, I used pink. For like
cool.
A pink gothy kind of thing.
Cool.
And it's another like pastel-y. I feel like this warm light is really warming up all of the colors that I have going on here because it's a bit lighter than that. At least it feels like it's lighter than what I'm seeing in the camera. But I made that, and the apple, every time I've made those apples, I've made that apple like 3 times, and every single time it's turned out so much bigger than I think it's going to. I think because I'm yarning under instead of yarning over, or whatever the opposite is. You're supposed to like yarn I think you're supposed to yarn under when you're doing amigurumi because it makes the stitches tighter and doesn't have any holes or whatever, but yarning over
I don't notice which way I wrap when I crochet. And I do notice occasionally I'll be crocheting and then like I'll stop because somebody said something to me or something, and I'll pick back up and it'll kind of register in my brain that I'm wrapping this the opposite direction of however I wrapped it before. But
it definitely makes a difference because I tested it one day. I was like, I don't remember what I was working on, but I did like 4 rows or 2 rows or something yarning under, and then 2 rows or whatever yarning over, and it does, I think it's yarn under, whichever one you have to do an extra wrap for, because I remember like maybe a few years ago, I was watching videos that were like how to crochet faster, and it said yarning under is yarning over is faster. There we go. Yarning over is faster because you don't have to do an extra wrap, because when you stick the hook in, the yarn is already there. So you just have to catch it and pull back, which might be part of why I crochet a little bit faster than you. But so I just have to go in, go out, go in, go out, go in, go out. Instead
No,
of having to
you
go in,
crochet
wrap, go out,
faster
go
than
in,
me
wrap,
because
go
you
out.
don't stop. Because I feel like I also yarn over, but my brain goes, okay, make a stitch, stop. Make a stitch, stop. Make a stitch, stop. I've tried to like just make a stitch, make a stitch, make a stitch, and my brain says, don't do that. I have to stop.
I don't understand why. Maybe work on a very like throwaway project and just practice like going on constantly. Ronald says I just posted the whips area and update on my anniversary cake. Ooh, I'll pull it up. Let's look at it while we're in the yarning
Let's take
practice
a look
session.
at it.
Let's see if I can pull up Discord without breaking everything.
Please do. And while you're pulling that up, in your news, did you see, or what was the bingo prompt? I got an email from Your Inspirations. They've got a new. They've got a new all-in-one granny square yarn. It makes a slightly different looking granny square.
Hang on.
It is.
Hang on. YouTube is everything is breaking on me. And Ronald called bingo for the bingo prompt. Okay, hang on. Okay, now say that again. Yarn Inspirations what?
New Karen all-in-one cotton granny.
Cotton.
It's cotton. And the granny square is different. It's a different style of granny square than what's in the regular all-in-one granny.
Ronald, I am gonna cry. This looks so good.
Because I think the other aren't the other all-in-ones, aren't they Red Heart?
I think so.
Yeah, this one is Karen, and it's cotton,
I don't.
and
like
it's a
the
different
idea
kind of
that,
granny
but
square. And when that
at
is so
that.
nice. Oh, and it fits
This
the
is
whole
before the
bed.
frogging, though.
You're saying
Right?
it's not done, sir? You could stop right there.
I'm saying.
How much
And he
bigger
said
do
this is
you need
before
to
the
make
frogging.
it?
So he had to take out one row and is going, yeah, how long are you going? Or are you just going till you finish your cakes? Because it's just a repeat pattern, right? You can just kind of go for however long you want.
Yeah.
So how long are you going?
Yeah, it looks like it's done right now. It looks great. Yeah, I mean, I can understand why so many people, why his plan is to use up the 2 cakes. I can understand why people, are you looking up the Karen?
Yep.
I thought I had
Sorry,
put
was typing very loud.
it. I'd forgotten. But yeah, I understand why so many people were attracted to that pattern, because there's just enough difference between the rows to make it interesting to work, and no matter what kind of yarn you do, you can come out with a really beautiful result. I mean, I think just doing it in all one solid. I don't know. Some people like cotton blankets.
Ronald, do you know who this cotton granny is for? This cotton granny is for people like my coworker at the farmer's market. So while we're talking about, I'm pulling it up as well. While we're talking about yarny crafty thoughts, I can't remember if I mentioned it before or not. My coworker Michelle at the farmer's market, my market manager, has decided. Hello, screen share. There we go. Has decided that she wants me to make her Halloween costume. Let me get in there. Everything's falling apart and breaking. There we go. Granny's for Halloween. She has decided that she wants me to make her Halloween costume. She wants to be a dragon, and I'm like, okay, this is doable. She wants horns. She wants a tail. She wants wings. She wants a spine going down her back. And I'm like, okay, all of this is doable. And we were sitting here talking about, and I was like, okay, I can make this way, and I'll have to do some research on the wings, but I already have a pattern for the horns, like doing all this.
Yeah,
then,
yeah, Ronald. Yeah. I see your comment. We're going to address that in just a second. Go ahead, Maya.
So we're talking about, and I'm like, okay, I'll have to do some research on the wings, but I know I've got a pattern for the horns, and I can just wing it for the tail. I know I'll be able to figure that out. And then she hits me with, also, I want it all to be cotton. And I'm like,
that's gonna be heavy as I don't know what.
It's gonna be heavy and it's gonna be expensive. And I said that to her. I was like, I didn't mention the heavy, but I was like, Michelle, that's gonna be, one, cotton is so much more expensive than acrylic. Two, cotton doesn't tend to have the fun, bright colors, and I know you want it to be purple. Cotton does not tend to have the fun, bright colors. And yeah, so she and I'm holding off until about mid-August so I can get anything else that I want done, because this is just going to be the project I'm probably going to be working on until October. So we're holding off until August. But mid-August, she and I are going to go to Michael's and possibly Hobby Lobby if we can't find anything better. But we're going to go yarn shopping together. We're going to get a day and go yarn shopping together, and
so she can see for herself that she's probably not going to get the colors that she wants in cotton.
Yeah, that, and to see how much it's going to cost. Because for the horns, it'll be fairly easy. She wants a tail that's going to be big and drag on the ground, and I'm like, girl. So she's going to buy the yarn. She's going to buy the stuffing for her tail. She's gonna she's buying everything. So and she's gonna pay me for my time. So if we were not good friends, I would not do a commission this big. Absolutely not, because commissions stress me out. But I know that she is reasonable, and I can talk to her and we can sort stuff out. But I'm like, oh.
And okay. Ronald answered my question. He said most of the all-in-ones were Red Heart, but there was a Bernat one.
Okay.
And this one's a Karen one. I guess it makes sense because they're all generally the same company anyway. So, but
ooh, he said Karen really pissed him off with these anniversary cakes. What's going on? So many factory knots in huge sections where they didn't dye it. It was just white. Oh, I would be furious, Ronald, because I already get pissed about factory knots because, girl, you're making this yarn, please connect the knots in the right color order, because that happens to me with my Red Heart Pacific Favor stripe and Red Heart stripe whenever I use it. But ooh, patches that are undyed just white, furious. Especially how much those things cost, because those anniversary cakes are not cheap.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this green one.
Yeah, that's nice.
I just don't like granny squares.
I mean, maybe it's just the way it's photographed, but it looks like these squares are going to be smaller than a regular granny square.
Do feel smaller? Does it show them?
Also, the way I deleted the email, or else I would show it to you. But the way the emails looked when they sent it, the wording in the email was kind of awkward. So at first, I thought all these different squares were going to be in one ball. I'm like, how are you going to regulate that? I thought all these different colors were going to be in one ball. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Which that was wild.
The way they laid it out made it look like you were going to get that square, and then the next square was going to be the green square, and then the next square was going to be the blue square.
Yeah.
Yeah, the wording was bad. I didn't understand until I got to the website that, it's going to be like a normal all-in-one granny square where you're doing this many squares. I forget how many squares they said you get in a ball of that, but
let's see if it says.
That's all I got in yarn news.
Each ball creates up to 39 granny squares, measuring approximately 2.5 inches to 3 inches.
So it wasn't my imagination. Those are small squares.
Yeah. Because they are. I don't think I have a measuring tape on me at the moment, but they are.
Those are small squares.
Small. Yeah. Dang.
Those are about the size of a cuff of the hand knit sock.
It says 39, Ronald. Didn't even get up to 40. Ronald, what do I need 39 tiny cotton granny squares for? I mean, I feel like these would be good for the girlies who are making the granny square shirts and granny square vests and granny square
Yeah,
pants.
they have a collection up there, but they only had like 3 or 4 things, so I didn't even put the link to the collection because they only had like 3 or 4 things. But it was like a shawl and a scarf, and or like they had one of those shirts, one of those cabana type shirts where it was mostly solid, but you had like 2 stripes of the
Mm-hmm.
granny squares going down through here. That's what you would use tiny granny squares for.
That's what someone else would use shiny
Yeah.
granny squares for. I'm not
I
doing it.
Yeah, I did some coloring pages last week, but I'm not gonna show those. I'm just gonna pile up all my coloring pages and wait till we come back from vacation
Yeah.
and just show them all off. But even for the past few days, I haven't even done any coloring pages. I mean, it's just been, I'm not exaggerating, it's just too hot. In the morning, it's not so bad. Because I feel bad for our poor air conditioning, even though it's an inanimate object, but
Just running and running.
it's running constantly. We're not even turning it off because when the heat wave started, end of May, beginning of June, I was like, okay, it's cooler in the morning. I'll go ahead and turn this air off and then turn it back on later so that we're not constantly running it. And that was one of the worst 2 days I've had because it took forever for the house to cool off.
cool back
But
down.
by then, my brain had turned, because if there's one thing that is consistent with people who have multiple sclerosis, we cannot handle the heat. And I could not, I couldn't function.
Yeah.
I couldn't function. My brain was foggy. I was having a combination of dizziness and headache. My body felt heavy. I felt like I couldn't move. I was lethargic. When I have lethargic last in my name, I was the true embodiment of lethargy. I was just like sitting in front of the television, just.
Yeah, one of my coworkers, one of my coworkers has MS. I've discussed this with you before for the audience. One of my coworkers has MS, and she has been going through it because the AC, if we turn it too low for too long in like during a heat wave, the whole system will kind of lock itself up because it'll be running, trying to cool it down, but it's so hot that it can't, and it can break the system. And so we've only been able to have it at 72, but that's like 72 out on the floor, but then in the back room, it's a lot hotter back there, and that's where all of our stock and everything is, where she spends a lot of her time doing the stock and inventory and checking stuff or whatever. Plus, every once in a while, she's the one who has to run transfers to the other stores. So she gets in the van. We have a van for the business. She gets in the van, which does not have good AC, and she's like driving with the windows down, and like she's been getting so like overheated and frazzled.
Yeah, I have a dentist appointment next week, and I'm thinking of rescheduling it because
So you don't have to leave the house.
the thought of going outside in the heat, because it doesn't take much. Even though I know the air condition, the dentist office is air conditioned, having to go out in the heat
Yep.
and ride in somebody's car who may or may not run the air conditioning,
Yep.
and then go to the and no. And usually I go to the dentist and then I treat myself by walking up the hill because there's no sidewalks.
Yeah.
Walking up the hill to the Subway or the Chinese and get myself something for lunch to take back home.
Not today. Not like this.
I'm not in that heat. So, And usually I make a late appointment, which means like I'm their last one of the day, and then I'd have to stand outside and wait for my ride. I'm not, no. No, I may make an appointment for after the cruise when it'll be cooler,
Yeah.
because leaving the house in this heat, it just does not appeal. And even in the house, because I don't like I've said, for those of you who viewed before, we don't have central air in our house. It went out during a heat wave 15 years ago. 10, 12, 15 years ago. And every year that we think about it, the price is higher, and it's like, well, there's other things we could spend that money on, and so we just don't spend it on because we still have heat. The heat part of the central system works.
Just the air.
So it's just the air part that doesn't work, but we have to replace the whole system. And last time we got a quote on that, it was like $4,000, I think. And it's like, well, there's other things that we can do with our money. Like if we spent $4,000, then that's none of us going on a cruise for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, because not only me and him, but we end up helping pay the fare for some of our older relatives and stuff. So that's none of us going on a cruise for the next 2 years if we do that. And that when we got that quote for $4,000, I think that was 3 or 4 years ago. It's probably more than that now.
Higher.
So we would have no vacation, and that's the thing that your father looks forward to make his job worthwhile.
That's the thing I look forward to too.
So I can't. Not just vacation, but there's always other things, you know, like smaller appliances around the house that need to be fixed that we can put that money towards.
Yeah.
That if we put that money toward fixing the air, it's just we're knocking out a lot of things that we have to do in our lives for the next couple years if we fix that air. So we haven't fixed it. And for most seasons, we've kind of come up with our little hodgepodge of, you know, we've got window units in different rooms, and if we leave the certain doors open and certain doors shut, it's fine. But this year, all bets are off. It's not.
It's been
hot. This is the room that I have to work in. But this used to be your bedroom. This is the hottest room, and in the winter, this is the coldest room.
Yes.
It's just something about the way it's configured. And so I have to sit in my bedroom to even feel remotely cool. And even then, and I have to sleep with my bedroom door open. Do you know how much I hate sleeping with my bedroom door open? I sleep with my bedroom door open so that the air can circulate so that I don't sweat to death. But anyway, you see I've already put the banner up for our media consumption. Did you play Unhinged on your date night?
I haven't. We didn't.
I am angry. I was looking
I'm
forward to hearing you talk about it.
Putting together the models used up a lot of time and brain power, and then I went to bed.
Again, I mean, it is literally a 30-minute game. It is so short.
This is the week. This
is why I emphasize it so you can squeeze it in somewhere, because it's really so short. You build it up, and then it's going to be like, oh, is that all there is? It's so short, but I want you to play it, but it's so short.
I will figure out how to make it happen this week.
So, is there anything else you watched that was interesting or cool, or anything you listened to, or anything you played?
I got caught up on The Neighborhood, which is the sitcom with Cedric the Entertainer, which they
finished their last season, right?
Was that the last season? I think so.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, because it was season 8. I was having to watch it on Roku TV because Hulu only goes at season 6. So I finally finished watching that on Roku TV, and it was good. I liked it. I think you and Father. I think he would like it. At least Cedric the Entertainer.
I don't watch sitcoms anymore, but your father probably would like it. Your father.
Yeah, I think just throw it on one day.
Because he used to like all those Tyler Perry kind of sitcom-y things.
I think he would.
I've lost my interest in sitcoms. Even things like, Big Bang Theory and stuff, I didn't watch all the way to the end because somewhere through there I kind of lost interest in sitcoms.
I just like how light sitcoms are. Like, it almost never, unless you're watching, honestly, none of it. I can't picture a single sitcom where anything, so serious that I was like, oh, I'm so nervous for these people.
Oh, yeah.
Usually the sitcoms end up, I'm like, it's a sitcom, there's a laugh track in the back, it's gonna be okay. They'll figure it out.
I can see that. But there's also a lot, especially these days, a lot of comedy. Anything that's labeled as a comedy, there's a lot of cringe to it,
Yeah.
and I don't, you know, I
I
don't do
can
cringe.
you know me, I also do not like embarrassment humor. So
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit and watch a lot of stuff that is embarrassment humor.
yeah.
And The Neighborhood, I feel like kind of toes that line because it's usually the oh, what is their last name? I want to say they're the Johnsons or something. The White family. The White family's dad is usually like, oh yeah, we're doing the barbecue, and here, let me put my asparagus on your grill. And then Cedric the Entertainer's like, get that you get that away from here. What are you doing? And he doesn't realize that he's doing something very like goofy. But that's his character. He doesn't mind being goofy. Like at some point during the show, you kind of realize that he kind of knows that he's being goofy, but he loves being himself. Like he embraces. It's not like so much embarrassing as this is him. He is being himself, and he is not going to stop being himself. Like it's not. It's not like if he knew, then he would stop. Like
Yeah.
it's fine. But I got caught up on that. And watched all that. For if we've still got Robin in the chat, for our unofficial book club, I'm reading That Time I Got Drunk and Saved a Demon, and I'm about halfway through. It's good. It's definitely open door, so be prepared. Chapter 6, it gets scandalous. Definitely open door, but it's cute and funny. I'm enjoying it. It is very cute and funny. I just got to a page where I definitely got to more of what you're talking about, how they're like, it's supposed to be like medieval kind of fantasy, but they're doing like modern talk. Like she went to a town and she's like, oh, I was feeling something so good. And then I saw a sign that said nachos. And so I went up and said, I'll have one nacho, please. And I'm like, that's hilarious. That is so funny to me. That is absolutely hilarious. Let's see. So I'm reading that. Have I watched anything else? I don't think so. I mean, what am I doing on my phone? Have I watched anything? Have I done anything? Not
Well, your
really.
sister will be mad at me if I don't do the
Talk
rundown
about the anime.
of the anime.
The new season of Normal Gossip came out, so I've listened to the 2 episodes of that. New season of Normal Gossip. Continue.
Normal Gossip doesn't even come up in my algorithm anymore. It's so
You should.
that is
You
that
should.
that is but that is the example of what kind of parent I am. I introduce you guys to stuff and then I leave it and go do something else. I find it, I go, oh, this person would like this. And I pass it on to that person and then I leave it.
And then you're
I
done.
don't watch it or listen to it or consume it ever again. I find the
But
person
now
who
it's
do
hosted
this
by a
and then I
black
leave.
person. You have to support.
It's hosted by a black person, but that's our ancestors were messy.
But now also Normal Gossip.
And I haven't listened to Our Ancestors Were Messy either.
I haven't listened to that at all. What is that?
I sent you that.
Did
That's
you?
that's like Normal Gossip, except it's black people.
Did I just not add it to my thing?
It's
Did I
black
miss it
people.
somewhere?
It's black people in history. So she goes back to
in
people.
history. Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like famous historical people, but it's just like people from back. Like she'll read old newspapers or, you know, stuff like that, and find people in the 1800s who did scandalous things. So it's Our Ancestors Were Messy, but it's black people.
I'm adding it now because there's only 2 episodes of Normal Gossip out right now. I am so caught up on that show. It's crazy. I'm about to start paying for their Patreon so I can listen to the extra episodes. Like I'm so caught up. It's crazy.
Oh Lord. Well, anime. I've been watching anime with C2. Do a quick run through because we've tried some things. We tried. What was it? Polite Girls Don't Play Fighting Games. I watched 2 episodes of that. Didn't feel it. It's not bad. None of these are bad. They just weren't my thing.
Want your cup of tea?
Not my thing. We watched what was it? We watched Freerun because a lot of the reactors.
I've been told I would like that.
A lot of the reactors I watch watched reacting to Apothecary Diaries kept mentioning Freerin and how Mao Mao in Apothecary Diaries is similar to the protagonist in Freerin. And I watched 2, maybe 3 episodes of Freerin, and it wasn't bad, but it was very sad.
Oh, then maybe I won't watch it.
Whereas Apothecary, not sad, it's like melancholy. It's very melancholy because really, without giving too much away, although I've only watched 3 episodes, so it's not. It's very kind of slice of life. They're traveling, but like Freerin is some sort of elf or fae or something that lives hundreds and hundreds of years. And in the very first episode, her and her traveling companions have just finished this big mission where they saved the town and beat this big bad and everything. And so now that they're done, they're going to part ways. But all her companions are like human or human-linked lifestyles.
Yeah, mortal.
Yeah, mortal lifestyles, and she lives hundreds of years, so she's like, well, I'll go and I'll come back. And she goes and she comes back and they're all old or dead or about to die. And so it's just sad.
Yeah.
I mean, before she even leaves, these people ain't going to be here because you said you're going and you're coming back in 25 years and they look old now.
Bruh, that's the reason in Doctor Who he never goes. They never show him going back to see people because every time they do, it's really sad.
Mm-hmm. So I watched Freerin. I mean, if that's another one of those where if I was sitting in a room with somebody who was watching it, I would sit there and watch it. There's other shows that your father watches like Psych or Monk where I have to leave the room and put headphones on because they annoy me. But this one, I could sit in the room with it on and not have my headphones on, but I'm not going to actively watch it. Yeah. Though I am an inept villainess, I know these titles kill me.
Chloe is really doing the deep pulls on you because you have yet to name an anime that I've even heard of. Except for Freerin. Freerin I've heard of.
This one is basically at the very beginning of it, there is a favorite. I can't remember these people's names yet because I've only watched 3 episodes of it. But there's a favorite that the prince, you know how we watch all these like I don't know if you've watched Apothecary or some of the other ones.
I haven't, but I know that kind of.
Where basically, the whole premise where there's all these women's, and he decides which ones he's gonna pick out of all the women's, and the rest of them just kind of stay there in the rear palace or whatever, waiting to be picked. He has one who is his favorite, who is his main squeeze, and all the other women have kind of made peace with it. This one girl is pissed, and she doesn't like it, and so she does something. She pushes her over it pushes her over a ledge or something, because on all these isekai things they always fall off of something and change bodies. So they fell off.
That's how isekais work. You usually die and then wake up somewhere else.
So the villain pushed the heroine and she had the villain had some magic, so she pushed her on purpose so she could switch bodies and then blame her for it. So now the heroine is in the villainess's body and being punished for pushing the heroine. See, but here's the kicker. What the villainess did not realize is that the heroine is frail and sick and got all these diseases. And she can barely move around without help. Right? So everybody is like coddling her and pampering her, and the villainess hates it. They're pampering her because she's sick. She can't hardly move. So when they switch bodies, the heroine is now in the villainess's body, and she's like, this body can move.
Right.
I'm going to go do some stuff.
I'm about to do some laps.
And they put her out in this old shack. This is in the first 2 episodes, so I don't feel like I'm giving away anything. They put her out in this old shack, and she's it. Everybody has like a different family line, and her family line is known for like hard work and growing things and stuff like that. So they put her out in this shack that's abandoned, thinking that she's gonna suffer and be in there crying, and it's a torture. No, she goes out there. She plants some beans, plants some potatoes. She finds some potatoes, some volunteer. You know what volunteer potatoes are, right? Where you left something to go to seed. You thought you pulled all the stuff up, and so you just left it, and then it kind of seeds fall over in another section and grow potatoes on
Oh,
their
okay.
own without you doing anything to them.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so she found some so they think she's out there starving. She's out there frying potatoes, and she's planted, and she's pulled all the weeds and stuff, and they keep coming out back out there and going, "What are you doing?" And she just as happy as a clam out there.
Mhm.
And meanwhile, the villain is stuck in this body going, "Oh, I am so tired.
Mhm.
Why can't I move? Why can't
That's
I
what
do
you get.
anything?
That's
Blah,
what you
blah,
get.
blah." So, but this one's like, it's not a completed one, so we're having to wait week to week
Wait for the episodes. Ooh,
to
hate
wait
that.
for the episode. So this one's a good one. I will watch this one. This one's a good one. We also watched, I'm going to go quick. We also watched Smoking Behind the Supermarket with You,
Okay.
which is basically this guy is in this job. Yes, smoking. This guy is in this job. He hates his job. His only bright spot is that on his way home every day, he stops by the 24-hour supermarket, and there's always this girl who works at the cash register who checks him out, and she's all smiling and everything. And they barely talk about anything, but he's so happy. And then one day he wanted to smoke right quick, but you can't smoke in front of the supermarket. So he's looking for a place to smoke before he goes home. And he goes around to the back, and there's this girl sitting in the back and says, "Hey, I work here. You can sit back here. This is our little
A different
break
girl.
room." Huh?
A
This
different
is
girl
our
than the
little,
one who runs at the
yeah.
register.
This is our little break room. You can sit back here and smoke with me. Okay, so he smokes with her. So he's kind of got a crush on the cashier, but he also kind of is friendly with the girl in the back. His dumbass doesn't realize they're the same girl. In the store, she's got all happy, smiley, and she has to cover up all her piercings and stuff.
Oh.
And everything, and has her hair done, in a kerchief and stuff. But it's
The
the same
Clark Kent
color
of it
hair,
all.
but it's in a kerchief. But when she's done, so after she checks him out, her shift's over for the day. So she's over back in the smoking area, and she's got like leather jacket, leggings, piercings, you know, and she when she's in the store, she's like smiling, so her eyes look all like crescenty, and she's like,
She has the like straight.
can I have your point card, please? And talking all high pitched, and then when she's back there,
Like
hey,
half lidded and
hey, can I get a light for my smoke? Talking in her normal voice.
the Clark Kent gem in the holograms of it all. I can't.
He likes them both and does not realize they're the same
That's
person.
so stupid.
And like he'll say, and she'll say in there, "Oh, well, your mom had told me that you said blah blah blah," and then he'll go back there and talk to her and say, "Oh, Tamaya really liked when you said blah blah blah," and
So she's messing with him.
yes.
Ooh,
She's
ooh.
thinking that he would figure it out, and he still. I mean, she looks at him straight up and gives him the cash register smile and everything. He still don't figure it out.
So
He said, "Oh, it's
So
funny
stupid.
when you try to look like blah blah blah."
so
He's so stupid.
stupid.
But yeah, I'm gonna watch more of that. But that's another one where we have to wait week to week. And then
Yeah.
Netflix has one called Sparks of Tomorrow, where the
Okay.
art on that is beautiful, but I'm not interested in the story at all.
I'm gonna look it up and see the art.
Look up what? Sparks of Tomorrow?
Yeah, you said the art looks really good. I want to see it.
The art is beautiful, and it's a kind of thing where they have different. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like there's different kinds of art throughout a single episode.
Okay.
like the backgrounds will look like one way and then the people will be drawn a different way, and then they'll
Yeah.
go to a different section, and then all of a sudden it's like paper cutout art,
Oh,
and then
that's cool.
it's really nice.
But you said you're not going to watch it?
Ronald said he saw the Broadway touring production of Wicked, and then he saw a local production of Rent. Oh, you had,
Exciting.
yeah, you had a good weekend. Both of those were good shows.
I want to go to more shows. I need to look at shows that are going on in the area. I want to go to more shows.
But and Six, the musical, is coming to theaters in August.
Ooh. That's the one about King, what's his name? And
Yeah.
all his wives? Okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna go see it because Terry does not like anything even bordering rap, so that's why I don't recommend her going to see Hamilton because she hates anything. Kind of like I hate EDM. She thinks that rap sounds like noise. She hates it. She absolutely hates it. And you saw the
No.
tour 6 a few months ago. You just see everything.
Ronald is out here. I'm international man of mystery. Ronald is out here doing things. Ronald is on side quests.
Taunting us with all your stuff that you go see.
He goes see shows. He's in swimming lessons right now. Ronald is on some side quests.
But yeah, Sparks of Tomorrow, the heroine is a bit annoying to me.
Oh.
But the art is really beautiful. You may like it better than I do. The art is really beautiful, but the heroine is annoying to me.
I might check it out. I'm not usually a big fan of like historical kind of animes. I think the only one that I really watched and enjoyed was Inuyasha, and that's because the heroine is from our time and accidentally gets transported to that time period, and so there's a lot of like crossover back and forth. But outside of that and Mushishi, which you would not like Mushishi, it's a lot of like weird. That's the one that I was telling you about where there was a girl who had like these like creatures stuck in her eyes, and she takes off her mask and it like
Yeah.
out of her eyeballs. Yeah, you wouldn't like that one. It's also very melancholy because the main character like he can't stay in one place because he I think has Mushi in him, like it helps him, and so they like wherever he is they kind of start to swarm and it'll like start bothering people and stuff, so he can't stay in one place, he has to like travel, and it's kind of melancholy, but melancholy in a good way. I liked it.
Yeah, as for live action, I finished Rooftop Prince. It did not end the way I wanted it to. That had kind of a melancholy end for me. Rooftop Prince and Jin are both ones where there is a romantic element, but they do not meet the romance novel definition of romance where you have a happily ever after. Neither one of these, in my mind, had a happily ever after. I mean, things get wrapped up, but the two people you want to see together don't end up together.
Don't get together. Okay.
So, I mean, that may be a spoiler, but the two people you want to see together don't end up together, not in the way you want them to end up together. I also finished Jin, and again, that was a very melancholy ending. I mean, it ended well, and people, got where they were supposed to go, and that, I've never seen so many men cry in all my life as in Jin. That was some crying men. Which was interesting considering after coming off of Rooftop Prince where the main male character was very cocky. He was in that way that Isaac has told me it's like that in these dramas where if it's 20 episodes, they get all the way up to episode like 18 before the male character
get it together.
is remotely nice. It's like the female is falling in love with him and you're like, I don't see how because he is a jerk. And then you finally see him be nice about 3 episodes away from the ending. That's annoying to me.
Yeah.
But that's how Rooftop Prince was. Jin was the opposite. Jin, the main character, Jin, the doctor, he was nice the whole way through, but he was crying all the time. He was touched by everything, so he was crying all the time. And then other men in there were crying. Every time they were happy about something, oh, you did this for me! Crying all the time.
Ooh.
The one girl who deserved to cry barely cried.
Ugh.
The men crying all the time. I gave up, so I finished those two. Yes.
Oh, I just remembered that I did watch something else. I started rewatching Black Lady Sketch Show because I realized I don't think I watched the last season, and so I
I
started
know I didn't
rewatching.
watch last season.
I started rewatching it. I realized I had forgotten the whole subplot
But isn't
about the
isn't that on
world ending.
HBO?
It is. We
You
have it.
got
I don't know whose HBO we have. Wayne has gotten somebody's HBO. One of his friends, like one of his Xbox friends. He's gotten
okay.
somebody's HBO.
I was about to say because when you guys got rid of HBO, we ain't got HBO no more.
Oh, we're not paying for HBO. We've got somebody else's HBO right now. We might get
Okay.
HBO later, but we are paying for it. We've got somebody else's HBO right now. But yeah, I started rewatching Black Lady Sketch Show. I forgot the whole subplot about like the world ending is the like overarching plot that goes through the show. So I completely forgot about that. So I'm rewatching. But I wish this show had 100 seasons. I love it so much because I love shows like this and like Key and Peele, where it's just like little sketch, like because I also liked what is her name? She's a British actress. She was in Doctor Who. She played Donna. What is her
Catherine
name?
Tate.
Thank you. I love the Catherine Tate show. Can we bring back the Catherine Tate show too?
See, I'm not the biggest fan of sketch shows. I didn't watch Key and Peele. I have seen a few of Key and Peele's sketches, but I didn't watch Key and Peele. I think because I got to a point where I get what the joke is 30 seconds in.
Yeah.
And then I don't want y'all to keep talking.
Oh, see, I like it. I'm like, how are you good at? Because every once in a while, a lot of them are okay. Yes, this is very obvious, and this is a hilarious joke, and we keep going. But some of them, I'm like, okay, this is, and then they'll do like a heel turn. I'm like, ah, what happened? I feel like I see that a bit more in Black Lady Sketch Show than I do in Key and Peele. I feel like some of, and it might just be because there are more Key and Peele sketches. I have seen more Key and Peele sketches, and so I am more familiar with their comedic flow, and so I'm like, okay, I know what's going on. Whereas Black Lady Sketch Show, there's only so many, and it's like I feel like they still have a chance to like surprise you. I like it.
Yeah. Yeah. I enjoyed the few sketches I watched on Black Lady Sketch Show. It did feel a little bit different, but in general, sketches, that's why I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I used to like that kind of comedy. And I don't know, I just got to a point, and this could be the modern age ruining me. You know, because they say that social media has ruined people's attention spans to where they can't sit still for more than 30 seconds to watch something. But that's not true because, I mean, I watch things and I read books and stuff like that. But just with comedy sketches, it's like once I get what the joke is, I'm not interested in watching you continue in
To
that
harp on this
vein.
joke.
It's like a 3-minute sketch and I got it 30 seconds or a minute in and there's still 2 more minutes to go. I'm not amused anymore.
That's how I feel about some of I used to watch a lot of Family Guy, especially in like college. And Family Guy, it's not super often, but because they like, obviously they don't want like beat the dead horse or whatever, but every once in a while, one of like, they have their like cutaways and blah, 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 but every once in a while, the comedic route that they decide to go in is someone's doing something, they are failing badly at it, and they just keep doing it, and that's supposed to be the funny thing, and I'm like, this is annoying. Like, there's one scene where Peter Griffin has like they were supposed to be like dissecting a frog or something, I think, and he's got the frog sitting in this like cardboard tray, and he accidentally drops it, and so he's trying to like throw it out the window, and so he's trying to scoop up the frog with the cardboard box, and it keeps slipping, and he's going for like what feels like a full 2 minutes of like scoop, oh I didn't, oh I got, oh no, oh I it and I
No,
just,
that would annoy me
trying
too. That would annoy me
can't.
too.
I can't. And they don't do it all the time, but it's enough that I'm like, you know what? I don't need it.
But I gave up on. I know we need to go, but I gave up
I know some
on.
of this.
I gave up on The Great Doctor because it's another time travel, but the heroine was very annoying, and there's lots of fighting in there.
Yeah.
I gave up on My Great Nemesis, I think it was called. That was another time travel that I wanted to like, but there's too much of the political oh, this person's taking over this company, but he's secretly behind this and that, and there's too much of that, and the heroine is annoying in that one.
Ooh.
So it's like the
They gotta
hero
fix these
and the
heroines.
heroine, they're both annoying, and I just no, so I gave up on that one. So now I'm looking for a live action something to watch. There's two with ghosts, one with a ghost doctor and one with a ghost lawyer. So I might try one of those or both of those. Because again, I'm trying to get out of my YouTube rut.
Me too. Me too.
I'm trying. I have watch lists on all these every streaming service I have a watch list, but I hardly ever watch the stuff that's on the list. So I really need to start going through some of the stuff, because chances are, like I do with my reading list on my books, I build up these big lists, and it's like, you know what? I should start looking at some of these books that I've saved to these lists, and then I'll read 10 pages and go, oh no, I don't like that.
Yeah, so
And
it's
I'm
easy
like,
to cull the list if you actually start going through it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm reading a book now that looked like it was going to be fun, and I'm like 2 or 3 chapters in. It's like, oh no, this is sadder than I thought. Getting rid of this.
My big fear with that is that I'm going to try something, not like it, take it off the list, and then realize later on that I just wasn't in the right headspace and I might like it. Because I did that with Dimension 20. Chloe recommended it, Gilbert recommended it, like a couple people recommended it, and so I went and tried to watch Fantasy High, and I didn't like it because Fantasy High, I didn't know any of these people, and also a lot of them were it was their first or maybe second time playing, and so they're like not understanding the rules, or like Allie, like I feel like in Fantasy High season 1, Allie leaned a lot on like real life bits instead of like in character bits. Like real life of like Applebee's no relation, like that means nothing in this fantasy world. There is no Applebee's, like stuff like that, where they're just doing real life bits instead of in character bits, and I'm like, no, play the game. But then I went and watched Unsleeping City, the one that takes place in New York, and I'm like, oh, these people are actually hilarious when they know how to play the game. And then I went back and watched Fantasy High later, and I liked it. And so now I'm like, oh, what if I like write something off, but then later it turns out I'll actually like it.
Well, you can always go back, like you did this time. You can always go back.
But if I remove it from a list, what if I never find it again? That's what I'm afraid of.
Yeah, but there's so much entertainment. I mean, I regret giving away my Moomin Trolls book, but I try not to dwell on it.
Ronald says, all right, I got that row frogged and redone. Hopefully I mathed this time right. You got that done so fast. It
That
feels like
means
he said that 5 minutes
either
ago.
he's really fast or we've been talking too much.
It feels like he said this 5 minutes ago that he needed to frog it.
He said he needed to frog, but I didn't realize he was going to do it now.
He's just been listening to us prattle on while he's like undoing.
But
I don't think I have anything else to talk about.
I think that's good for me too.
Are we done? I think we're done. I think we might be done.
I think we're done.
Okay, everyone, the things that I need you to do for your homework today. Your homework today. Like this video once it hits as a regular video and not a live. Comment on this video after the fact, saying,
It will never hit as a regular video. It will always be in the live section.
Yeah, in the live section. But like after it's processed or whatever, like the video. Comment. Are you watching sitcoms or you're done with sitcoms? Comment. Sitcom, no sitcom. And if yes sitcom, what's your favorite sitcom? If no sitcom, why? Why do you choose not Wednesday, actually? Like, comment. Oh, subscribe. If you're here, and because there are people watching these videos, because I go look after the fact and there's like 24 views. Who are you? I meant to say at the top, like, comment, and subscribe, because I feel like a lot of YouTubers are doing that now. Like, maybe people are not watching all the way through, so like hit it at the top, like, comment and subscribe. Maybe I'll remember next week. Maybe I won't. Maybe someone can remind me next week. But now that we're at the end, subscribe.
They know to like, comment, and subscribe. If they've watched more than 5 YouTube videos in their lifetime, they know to like, comment, and subscribe.
They do, but the people still say it, so it must be doing something. The people still say it, so it must be doing something. And on the subject of saying things that people already know how to do, notification bell. So you can show up live, chat with us live. We had like one little guest in there for just a minute. So if you're still here, if you're watching this after the
And I
fact.
went to her channel, by the way, and she has recipes for Indian food.
Ooh. So maybe you can make a recipe. I don't cook and don't eat. So that's not for me.
Clearly you eat.
I eat 5 things.
Clearly you eat.
I eat 5 things. And this might not be one of them going forward. I think it just tastes too herbal, maybe? Like
that's highly possible.
Like maybe we didn't use a lavender syrup or lavender essence. They just ground up some lavender and I'm tasting all of the leaves. Maybe they put some lemon leaves in there too. It just tastes very herbal in a way that because one of my favorite drinks, and it will never stop being my favorite drink, there was back when we lived in Mars Hill, there was a little coffee shop that does not exist anymore that she had a lemonade with lavender and vanilla in it, and it was called the Lavender Breeze, and it tasted so good. And now anytime I go anywhere that has lavender syrup, I try to get them to make me a Lavender Breeze, and it's usually okay but not quite as good. And so I know I like lavender things. I know I like lavender and lemonade. I don't know why this tastes so herbal. It must be the probiotics. I'm blaming the probiotics.
It's the
Ruining all my
probiotics.
drinks. Probiotics and protein. We need to stop putting them in everything, actually. That's my box that my soapbox, my hill that I'm gonna die on.
I'm there with you. Just eat natural foods.
We don't need to put them in everything.
Just eat natural foods. There's foods that have protein and probiotics in it. You don't need to eat, like I did, eat Pop-Tarts with protein powder in them. No, just
Stop doing that.
Just eat some beans.
Stop putting probiotics in my lemonade. I'll just eat some yogurt. I don't need it. I don't need it. I think we're out of here.
I think we're out of here too.
Bye.